Um, these enemies that just kind of burrow under the ground are a large reason why I hate this dungeon. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And then there's these things, which are just really annoying to deal with, to be honest. Oh, let me switch it back to at least something useful. Go away. You can kill those guys. I don't care to. I don't have... Oh, arrows. I'm gonna not use arrows. Ugh. Where are you, you little piece of crap? Piece of crap! Ugh. One of these days, I'll remember how to press buttons correctly. Die. And we get the map! Now, with the map, you will see the actual floor layouts, which is much more useful than the I'm forgetting buttons still. Much more useful than the compass. Lighting those just does nothing. But now that we have the map, we know where we are. Well, where we need to go. Oh dear. Hang on. Take that guy out. Oh god. Let me just wait for these guys. This is a trap room. I forgot. Die. We need a small key for that one. Ooh. And we can exit here. I don't think this is useful. I don't know how that eye didn't see me, but I'm not complaining. Now, the difference between these red guys and the blue ones, these antlines that come up, is the red ones shoot 3 times. The blue ones shoot once. Oh dear. Well, we have a small key now. Lincoln is live, so hospital. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. Okay, well, what he means by that is the big chest. The big major item for each dungeon. Like the bow was for the first one. Here we go. Ah, well, that's useless. We can't do anything in here. Remember as a kid always getting hit by those lasers? Those guys were nothing but jerks to me. Well, maybe the blue ones don't shoot at all. Alright, well, let's get this out, and obviously light all of these for no effect. Alright, never mind. Alright, it's one of those blocks up there that you have to push. But, coming out here, for just a moment, I believe it's down, yes. Piece of a heart. So now we have half of another heart. Now, this is unfortunately not something we can get into yet, because we are not strong enough to move those boulders. Those rocks, rather. There we go. I thought it was that one. And here is Fairy Springs, but I still have all of my fairies from previously, so... I don't need anything that's in there. I want to be honest, I'm genuinely kind of lost. I don't remember where I need to go. Oh wait, no, yes I do. We have the small key now, which means we can go into that small key door on the complete opposite side of the dungeon. An excellent use for the Pegasus boots that we just got. Alright, well, what's in here? The compass! Fantastic. I'm sure that'll be useful. By killing all of the enemies, the door opens. And here is the key. The easiest way through this room is to just Pegasus boots through it. You can try and regular walk through it. It's not fun. Good luck. I don't know why you would torture yourself like that, but you know, you do you. And now that we have the key, we can come into here, pick this pot up, and come back in here, and what do we get? The Power Gloves! Now we are no longer puny and weak. Now this is a passive item that we do not have to actually equip, much like the Pegasus boots. And they allow us to pick up those stones that we saw out there. Because if you'll notice, we've explored, if I can press the right button, we've explored this entire area, and yet we still have 2 other floors that we can't get to. The other entrance led us nowhere, and this one only gave us a piece of a heart, but it also had this. If we just walk past it, we can see there's nothing else over here, so. In we go! And here, if we open up our map, we are on floor 1. Once again, we have to move one of these. I don't remember which one it is. It's that one. There we go. And then here, I believe, yes. Now, if you just stand here, they cannot hurt you. There's effectively like a wall directly in front of you. You can just stand here and you don't have to worry. You can go in there and run around like a chicken with its head cut off and try and dodge everything. And play it the way the developers probably intended you to. Or you can just sit here and let them all kill themselves and not even worry. Why does that look familiar? Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. And in the first pot, we get the key. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the rest of these, yeah. And now we go up to floor 2. And if we look at our map, we can see we're pretty close to the end. And it might seem like, oh wow, you've completed 2 dungeons in 1 episode. You did that. This game must be pretty short. And to some degree, it is rather short. But that also goes off the assumption you know what you're doing. I, thankfully, kind of know what I'm doing. Oh, bugger me. I think I can still stand here. Yeah. So you can still come back into this, like, kind of doorway. If you ever do, just kind of step out into one of these areas. But you can... The way I was able to tell, even as a kid, what was about to happen in this room is because you can see the door to the boss area is locked with a small key, and we don't have one. Which means something is going to have to give us it. And, well, you don't put a room in here with a key that's required and it not have it trapped. Let us wake this thing up and maybe press the correct button. There we go. And now, one thing I really like about Legend of Zelda is that it has you constantly switching between items. I used the bow a lot. Oh, not a lot, but I used it right here. Okay, it's very small, of course. And now, you can see this is indeed the room that's right before the boss room. But it's empty. But there are 4 torches. If you light all 4 of them, the wall extends, and you get to face the boss. Now this guy, I'm pretty sure you have to, generally, you kind of have to hit him with a bomb. Or at least that's the usual strat. I don't have all that many bombs, obviously, so I'm gonna be smacking them with my sword. A whole lot. Don't worry, I got fairies, so... There's one down! Ah! There's 2 down! 1 left! Get back out here, you son of a gun! There we go, and I didn't even die. We grab that, and then we come to the center to catch the pendant as it falls. You won the Pendant of Power! Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. Swing. We get teleport back outside. Now, with our power to pick up rocks and throw them, that actually opens up quite a bit for us. Unlike the bow, which doesn't really open up a whole lot. I wonder how I get to that. Well, the map isn't really all that useful. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Now, with our newfound strength, I believe, yes, we can lift these up. If we let this guy just kind of putz around, drop a bunch of money for us, and then we can open this one up. And under some of these, you'll find hidden areas. This one seems to have a lot of money. Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Yet again, we're told to go to Lake Hylia. Now, Now that we have the gloves of power, we can lift that rock that was in our way. And one thing you might notice is Link's gloves. They're gray now. I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe the reason why is because of the gloves we got, the gloves of power. I could be wrong about that, Reggie, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. Now, we do want to be somewhat careful here. I almost did it, but we don't want to run into any of these dark blue spots because Link can't swim. He was never taught by his father. So we will just drown, essentially. Now, you won't die. It'll just put you back on the last piece of solid ground you were on. However, it is kind of annoying. Now, let us go up this way. Ooh, slow down. Let's go up this way to Lake Hylia, since we are now capable of lifting these rocks up. We can go here and we can get whatever it is that people keep telling us is so very amazing. Now, as I said, you want to be careful of these guys because they will hurt. The only time you can hit them is if you freeze them with the boomerang. And these can be destroyed by just running into them. We've seen them around in a few places, but... Thing down there. Just freeze these guys so I don't have to worry about them. Just walk past. Jump down this... Oh god! Ah! So that's what happens if you jump into there. If you walk... I thought it was... Nope, not here. Okay. We have to keep going. I thought it was there. I think it's later that you get something from there. Now, this is Lake Hylia. It's filled with Zora. Generally, unless the Zora... Unless the Zora is, like, on land, or on this lighter yellow, they will just poke their head out, shoot a fireball, and jump back under. Otherwise, they will jump out of the water and chase after you. Now, if they do run over the dark blue water, they will drop back into the water. I went the wrong way. So you can kind of maneuver them in such a way as to essentially force them back into the water if they're chasing you. But I find that, generally speaking, that's not even an issue. If we come up here, this guy jumps out. Wahaha! What do you want, Tiltman? Do you have something to ask me? I want the flippers. Wahaha! But I don't just give flippers away for free. I sell them for 500 rupees. Drat. Ah, I don't have that many rupees, good sir. So, I'll be back. I want the flippers. Yes. You want 500 rupees for them? Here you go. Wahaha, one pair of flippers coming up. I'll give you a free bonus with your purchase. I will let you use the magic waterways of the sea folk, which link lakes and rivers. When you see a whirlpool, dive into it. You never know where you'll surface. Wahaha. Fantastic! Yet another pair of passive items, which now let us swim. And by pressing A, we will sort of swim faster. Now, if you'll notice, on our way up here, we saw this, which gives us our third piece of a heart. And now, we can kind of leave. Because we're done here. We came here for the thing that everyone kept telling us was so amazing. And it... Oh. I died to a crab. That is embarrassing. I got my revenge though. Alright, now, if you do go in here, because you can, you'll run into a mysterious pond, which will allow you to throw in an item. You can throw in various items, like right here I threw in my bow. By throwing in an item, you can say, yes, I did drop it, and they'll give it back, and it did nothing. Well, that's interesting. What if we throw something else in? Something that's not our bow? Well, we scroll over to our boomerang, throw that in. Well, when she comes back and we say, yes, we did, she'll say she likes an honest person and gives us something better. The magic boomerang. It is faster and can be thrown much further. Much further. Very nice upgrade. Now, I don't think there's anything else left for us in there at the moment. Actually, I think there is. If we come back in here, we go... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yes, we did. I am so sorry. That is not what I meant to throw in there. Because you can throw more than just the items that are on this selectable screen. If I don't mash, we can scroll over. You can see we can throw in our passive items as well as our sword and our shield. And I believe if you throw your shield in, you can get an upgrade to a shield that will block fireballs. Yes. There we go. This one can now block fireballs. And I think there is one last thing we can throw in to get an upgrade for. I think it's these. Although that might be a dungeon upgrade later on in the game. Yes. Okay. So I think that is all we can get as far as goodies from here. Now, something else that we were told when we got these flippers is that we can use these special waterways. And if we enter into one, we come out here. Way down on the opposite end. You can see we're down way in the south. What is that? Southeast, when we were up in the northeast just a moment ago. But we get put right here with a piece of rock that we still can't pick up and a cave. And in this cave is a pond of happiness. And if you throw in some rupees, like let's say 20, your happiness is increased. Now, this... Yes, okay. So I had to look this up to make sure I was correct. But basically, every 100 rupees you throw in, you can increase either your bomb or your arrow limit by 5, up to a maximum of plus 50. I will do this at a later date. We'll get to this eventually. Now, as for what's left, well, we got the thing from Lake Hylia, we got the second pendant as well as the first pendant. So now we just need to get that third pendant, which is way up in the north. And I think we're gonna save that for next time. Haha. So, yes, until next time, everyone, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming. Until next time.